welcome into tonight's episode of TPI Weekly News Edition. I'm Lizzie Arbogast, sports editor here at Tallapoosa Publisher, alongside managing editor Santana Wood. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. We got lots of good stuff to talk about tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to talk about a multi-million-dollar medical complex that just opened in Wetumpka. Reeltown Elementary also broke ground on a special project. There's also a new leader named for an industry recruitment, and in sports, Stanhope is getting a little bit of a gym redo. So we'll hear about all of that and more.
Yeah, so we'll get into that in just a little bit, but first we want to give y'all an update on the latest coronavirus case numbers. There have been about 6,818 new cases confirmed in the state in the last week since our last show. So that's 38,442 now confirmed across the state since March 13th.
Yeah, so here in Tallapoosa County, there have been 39 additional cases since we last met, for 563 total since March 13th. Coosa County also added 3, now at 55, and as kind of we've been seeing, Elmore County is continuing to have those big spikes.
Yeah, Elmore County, 107 new cases confirmed in the last week, now at 813 total cases, and that is about 360 over the last 3 weeks. So continue to grow there. We also got an update from the state. Governor Ivey, obviously, extended her Safer at Home order through the end of July, and the State Department of Education also released a roadmap to reopening schools as well.
Yeah, so it sounds like a lot of the schools are going to be reopened, but there will be blended and virtual options available. Sports and extracurricular activities, as of right now, are going to be allowed to return according to the state, but obviously the local school districts kind of take precedence over, what they're going to allow and things like that. So I think that we'll continue to see that develop over the course of the next month and a half before school actually gets started.
Yeah, all local school districts have pretty much said that, they're prepared to make decisions on the fly because that's how,
life is.
Yeah, that's how life is now. And they're just being very fluid as the situation is, and, hopefully we'll make some more decisions coming and closer to time as well.
Yeah, so here in Tallapoosa County, the big news of the week, groundbreaking was held last week for Reeltown Elementary School. It's been a long time in the making. Reeltown's current elementary school is 91 years old, so it'll be the first time to replace that. That is in thanks to that 1 cent sales tax, so definitely seeing those taxpayer dollars go to work.
Yeah, and it is expected to house students by 2022. So, they are definitely working on that now, and good to see that sort of come to fruition. Also in Tallapoosa and Coosa County, there is a new director hired at the Lake Martin Area Economic Development Alliance. This is after an extensive search and more than a year after the death of Don McClellan. His name is Chad Odom, and he is from Texas, and he is going to lead industry recruitment in Tallapoosa and Coosa counties with that organization. And members of the search committee who found him, they're very impressed. They said that he's really great on paper, but so much more than that. He's just really a go-getter, and they think that he will be great for the area.
Yeah, I'm excited to see certainly what he does for this area. So we are going to take a quick break. We'll be back to talk some Elmore County news as well as some sports, so stick with us.
People are moving again. And shopping again. Will they find you? We can help. TPI Digital.
All right, welcome back. I'm Lizzie Arbogast, sports editor here at Tallapoosa Publishers, alongside managing editor Santana Wood. Wanted to talk some coronavirus numbers as well as some Tallapoosa County news, so we are going to dig into our Elmore County news for the evening.
Yeah, so Wetumpka reporter Daniel Dye got a bit of a tour at a multi-million-dollar new medical complex that opened in Wetumpka this week. It brought, at least 70 new jobs to the area and really saves residents from having to drive out of town to see specialists. So get a look at that now.
Good evening, this is Daniel Dye, Senior Reporter for Tallapoosa Publishers with a report from Wetumpka. An $8.7 million multi-specialty medical facility opened in Wetumpka last week. The facility's founders, Dr. Rocky Lyons and Dr. Spencer Coleman, were surrounded by family, friends, and medical professionals last Friday at a ribbon-cutting ceremony. The Herald and the crowd that gathered at the ceremony had the chance to take a tour of the three-story, 35,000 square foot facility called One Oak Medical. The three-story structure will house the following. The first floor includes Lyons and Coleman's family practice offices and Wetumpka Pharmacy. The pharmacy also includes a drive-through lane. The second floor will be home to Alabama orthopedic specialists and Montgomery Cardiovascular Associates. On the third floor, Phoenix Rehab will treat physical therapy patients. An additional space on the second and third floors will include doctors offering a long list of specialty care. The medical facility is a joint venture between Lyons, Coleman, and Ivy Creek Healthcare and is expected to create around 70 jobs and have a $10 million economic impact. Lyons said a major benefit to residents of Wetumpka and Elmore County is access to more medical services closer to home.
Well, thank you so much to Daniel for that report. We've also got a couple of big events that happen in Tallahassee this week.
Yeah, so a big sidewalk sale was hosted, had a great turnout for that, really well received. A lot of vendors, a lot of people showed up as well. So just really was a hustle and bustle this weekend over in Tallahassee. Also, the Patriotic Celebration was held, which is a huge annual event over in Tallahassee. Had a great turnout, had several moving speeches from area leaders and veterans, a slideshow of veteran photos that were submitted of local veterans. Really great turnout there as well.
Yeah, obviously there's a lot of patriotic things coming up with the holiday. Do want to tell you guys to be safe this holiday weekend, especially with it being actually on a weekend, with that extended weekend, which is nice, but definitely be safe out there.
For sure.
So in some sports news, Benjamin Russell had a great weekend last weekend. They went up to their state championship for the Alabama Student Anglers Bass Fishing Association. They placed first in their qualifying tournament for the South Division and then fifth overall. So it's nice to see them continuing to take steps forward.
Yeah, for sure. They said that they, were actually not very familiar with that lake, hadn't been on that lake before, but spent about a week, spent some time before the tournament to really familiarize themselves with that area. So good to see that they did well over there. Also over in Elmore County, Stanhope Elmore is making some upgrades to its gym. So I think that's going to be a good project to see as well.
Yeah, definitely. And you can read more about that in next week's Wetumpka Herald. Also, for the first time since the coronavirus hit, the Charles E. Bailey Sportsplex here in Alex City has finally got some activity going. So if you're looking for something to do over the weekend, there will be another big baseball tournament. They had a softball tournament last weekend. There'll be another big youth baseball tournament this weekend as well as the following weekend. So there's lots and lots to do this weekend.
Yeah, and that's, really good for the economy and also good for these teams to be choosing our local facilities and get them some recognition as well.
Yeah, we have the best facilities in the world.
Yeah. So anyway, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We do have a little bit of an announcement. You want to break it to them or me?
You break it to them.
Lizzie this is her last week with us here at Tallapoosa Publishers. So she won't be on the show next week, and we will certainly miss her so much. She's been here for over 3 years now and has been really great for our newspaper, our student athletes, and area sports as well. So we will certainly miss her.
Yeah, and I'll miss you guys too. So I'll still be in the area, luckily, so I'm excited about that and definitely want to show my appreciation to this community. And, it's really become my home over the last 3.5 years. I'm a northerner at heart, but I've kind of become a southerner, so I will miss it certainly.
Yeah, but luckily you will still see her around, so we're excited about that. But next week, I will be back at 7 o'clock with a new co-host, Amy Passaretti. Y'all know her, so she will be here with us next week, and we will see you at 7 p.m. on Wednesday. Again, I'm Santana Wood, Managing Editor, alongside Sports Editor Lizzie Arbogast. Y'all have a good night.